Hello and welcome to Berrywitched, a short little game developed by SmileStrawBunny, and it seems pretty cute, but it is tagged as a horror game. So content warning, it does have some horror elements to it, but let's check it out. New game. Okay, it says right here. I always say in the beginning just in case, but yeah, this game contains violence, mild gore, mentions suicide, mentions self-harm, killing, and death. Your discretion is advised. Where I grew up, the folklore surrounding our neighboring forest was always filled with such intrigue. Or what some of us would give to enter that endless maze of trees, bushes, and a fog so thick it tricks your eyes. Not many children were allowed to go in by themselves, and many legends we heard helped deter us from the woods. One of the most prominent ones claimed that any living creature that found themselves lost within the forest was destined to die. This urban legend was only really used by parents to scare off kids out of going to the woods on their own, but there have been real reports of people going missing inside of these woods, never to be seen again. What drew the kids into these woods in the first place? The answer is a surprisingly another urban legend. Rumor has it that a powerful witch lives deep within the forest. Hidden amongst the trees and wildlife, she is said to have the power to bring one's deepest desires to fruition. What kid wouldn't dream of endless riches, popularity, or success? Your deepest desires were awfully promising. Your wish is to become a social media influencer. Now, however, getting lost while trying to find the witch and succumbing to the forest's other legend, the thought was terrifying. As I grew up, my fear of these woods grew less and less. I'm not afraid of what lies beyond these trees anymore. What lies beyond? There are many paths to avoid this fate, yet some lead in circles and just bring you nowhere. It's infuriating when you're trying to get to one place only to be back where you started. That rumor, it echoed in my mind as I wandered aimlessly for what seemed to be hours. My legs were growing weak from the bumpy path I walked on. I'm calm. I'm fine. Everything will be fine. Despite saying these things to myself, I noticed my hands were shaking. I was lost deep into the woods. Well, you see, what you gotta do is you gotta follow the song, I guess. What was it? What was the trick in like Ocarina of Time? You know, when you were like following the paths of the woods. Anyway, damn these winding paths. Choosing to heed my legs' requests for rest, I sat down against a tree nearby. The cold, thick air felt almost refreshing as I sat there. Over time, my eyes beckoned for rest as well, and I complied with their demands. My vision slowly fades to black. Slowly fades to black. Alright. Hello, are you alright there? I hear a feminine voice call out to me. Is it the strawberry witch that we saw in the title screen? My eyes still closed, I felt a sharp pain in my head. A headache? My body felt in a different position from where I last left it. I could feel the cool grass beneath my head, but I don't remember laying down. I opened my eyes to finally greet the mysterious voice. Okay. Pink lady. Oh, you're okay, thank goodness. I was starting to get worried. A girl with bright pink hair and even brighter disposition met my gaze. She was hovering over my body, kneeling next to me. Her smile felt warm and comforting. She emanated the smell of freshly baked bread and strawberries. The more I thought, the worse the pain in my head became. Ow. I groaned in pain, slowly gathering the strength to stand up once more. Careful there. Here, let me help you. The girl held onto my arm and supported me as I stood up. My legs still ached and my head hurt, but nothing bad seemed to happen to me. Right, there'd be no chance of those silly legends being true, you know? Obviously, it's just a pink-haired anime girl in the middle of the woods. That's fine, right? That's all. I looked over at her, noticing her fancy attire. What an odd girl. What was she doing out in the forest dressed like that? You know, maybe there was an anime convention in the middle of the woods. It's just cosplay, that's all. I suppose I shouldn't judge her so harshly. The dress is cute and she did just help me after all. Thank you. Who are you? Oh, my name is Strawberry. I run a bakery not too far from here. What's your name, friend? I had to put in an actual name. It's gotta be immersive, I guess. I'll put in Slider. Do I press the strawberry? My name is Slider. It's nice to meet you, but did you say your name was Strawberry? Yeah, my name is Strawberry because I'm the Strawberry Witch, silly. Regardless, it's nice to meet you, Slider. Wait, did she just say witch? She didn't appear to be the more spiritual kind. She looked more like riding broomsticks, making potions, that kind of witch? The spiritual kind? What does that mean? When I think of witch, I do think of that riding broomsticks and brewing potions. That's the first thought that comes to my mind. But, or perhaps was she the witch that I heard in legends all those years ago? Golly, you look really worn out. Say, how about you come and rest in my bakery for a while? You must be thirsty. I can get you something lovely to drink on the house. Save the game. Did that save? Just making sure. It's kind of weird, actually. The UI for the save system, I guess, is like transparent. It's kind of hard to see. Anyway. Alright, we have a choice. Sure, why not? I don't know. What can go wrong? Sure, why not? This girl might seem strange, but God was I thirsty. I had no idea how long I've been out here. Something to drink sounded so good right now. The allure that came from my inner child wanting to believe she was the witch from legend persuaded me even more. The reason I came to this forest could always wait a little longer. Besides, she didn't seem like a threatening type of person. Thank you. I would love that, but first, can you tell me more about what you mean by a witch like you? Oh, silly me. You probably don't have people like me where you're from. You know, the whole supernatural magic thing. I am a strawberry witch. My magic is centered around strawberries, plants, and all things sweet. I use my magic to make lovely treats in hopes of making people smile. How nice. So, no broomsticks? No granting someone's greatest desire either. Her answer was a little disappointing. Still, I couldn't help but feel that there was something greater beneath the surface. A red mage? Oh, isn't a red mage like in Final Fantasy? They can do a variety of like magic spells. Huh? No, although I suppose I can make a strawberry fly if I worked hard on it. Yeah, this girl was harmless at least. The witch enthusiastically led me through the winding paths of the forest. She appeared as though she knew every tree, bush, and rock like the back of her hand. As we walked, one question lingered in my mind. Why would you build a bakery in a supposedly cursed forest? Surely it must be bad business to set up shop where people are too scared to go. I don't know, maybe she has good reviews. Maybe that's where her witchy magic kicked in. Perhaps she has her own reasons that I simply can't see yet. I tried to rationalize answers to each question that kept invading my head. My thoughts kept me so preoccupied that it was frankly a shock to me when we had arrived at the location. Oh yes, it's a strawberry cake house. You know, there's just like a story about a couple of kids ending up at a witch's house. You know, so I've never heard of that. Anyway, what the? The house Strawberry led me to appeared to be made entirely of cake, with a sugary frosting on top of the candy-scented rooftop. It looked delectable. What does that say, by the way? The Strawberry Witch's Bakery. Okay, that's what that says. The appearance would make any child's greatest dreams. A very creative and measured child with a particularly sweet tooth, that is. Was it real? This all felt like an entirely different world. It was almost as if I had stepped foot into a fairy tale. Walking through fields of strawberry bushes and closer to the house, I could see a sign that read, The Strawberry Witch's Bakery. Ta-da! Here we are. What do you think of the exterior, Slider? It took me so long to perfect my magic in order to make everything this cute. Save the game. Usually, I don't know if it matters. Is there multiple endings in this visual novel? I'm not sure. Well, I guess we'll see. I would just play along, maybe you shouldn't piss off the Strawberry Witch in the middle of this forest. With no cell phone reception, I'm assuming, I don't know. It looks amazing. Perfection of magic? This rang is more perfection in general. The details were exquisite. It could be seen with every aspect of the house that I love and care was put into it. Wow, looks amazing. Did you make all of this? A delighted expression appeared on Strawberry's face. Well, partly. The building was already there. I really just used my magic to decorate it in sweet things. Still, decorating all of this, it's really impressive. You should be proud of yourself. After saying those words, I noticed the witch swaying from side to side in a dreamy-like manner. She was giggling to herself. I leaned down to observe the bushes closer as she was in her bubbly state. What healthy strawberries! I was no gardener, but every strawberry here seemed ripe and well taken care of. Not even a single bug bite could be seen on them, which was odd considering it was a forest. I don't know, maybe she uses pesticides. Come to think of it, I haven't seen any animals around here either. Surely a place like this would attract them, wouldn't it? I stood up once more and snapped out of my thoughts once I heard Strawberry's giggles subside. Hey, I'm so glad you like it. I'm sure you love the inside as well. I felt a sudden tug on my arm from the little lady, and I quickly realized she was dragging me inside the bakery. She must really be excited about all of this, huh? She's just very excited to show you her cooking. That's all. Nothing suspicious about this at all. A warm rush of air brushed past my face upon entering the door of the bakery. The smell of fresh baked goods welcomed me further into the house. It was obviously apparent the strawberry theme resonated inside the building as well. Everything from the bright lights to the chairs, even the rug was shaped in the strawberry pattern. The wall separating the front counter from the seating area was also made of strawberries. I didn't think it would grow vertically. No, I'm certain of the way they appear in the wall, it shouldn't be possible. I frankly wasn't sure whether to be impressed or concerned about what I was getting myself into. Croissants, cakes, cookies, and more stocked the shelves. Many shapes and sizes, they all made my mouth water. Surprisingly, not all of the baked goods my host had displayed were made of strawberries. It's good to have some variety, I suppose. Can I get you something to drink? I quite recommend our strawberry milk. Oh, or strawberry lemonade. Those are the best. So much for variety. Only strawberry drinks? This girl was kind of funny for extreme theming. Can I pay for this though? Do I have my wallet? How do I pay for this stuff? Sure, strawberry milk. Even though in real life, I'm actually lactose intolerant. Can I get the lactose-free version? No? Can I have some strawberry milk? Honestly, strawberry milk always held some sort of nostalgia for me. I can't quite remember the last time I had it though. Suppose today is just as good as a day as any to indulge in an old treat. Yes, of course, go make yourself comfy, Slider. I'll be right back. With that, Strawberry pranced into the kitchen, humming a soft tune as she left. I took a moment to observe the room a bit closer before sitting down, and my gaze landed on the spiral staircase in the corner of the room. Vines of strawberries wrapped themselves gently around the hand railing, ripe and fresh as all of the strawberries around. Yeah, you can get ripped off. You know, it's kind of like a, what do you call it? A maid cafe, you know? Where, like, the prices are just very absorbent. Because you're paying for the experience, you know? Not just for the product. Anyway. I looked up curiously to see where the stairs may lead. In the corner of my eye, I could spot what seemed to be a bed. But that's the true horror, actually, you know? Even though this was tagged as a horror game, the true horror, you know, the real twist is that, you're gonna get scammed, you know? That's the true horror. So she lived here as well. It's a bit odd to have a staircase to your room right in the middle of your bakery. I don't know, I guess... I mean, where else would you put it, you know? She lives here, there's no other, like... I mean, I guess you would, I don't know, anyway. I was just thinking, like, in that case, I guess maybe you would just have, like, a store next to your house, you know, instead of just being in the same house, but... I could hear her humming getting closer. She must almost be back by now. Wanting to avoid looking like a snoop, I took a seat. She joined me shortly after sitting across from me. Here you go. You must be thirsty, he said, setting down my drink of choice in front of me. I took a sip almost immediately. The cool, refreshing taste of the strawberry milk immediately regenerated some lost energy I had. Thank you. This was awfully kind of you. Don't mention it. I live to serve. She laughed melodically, saying the live to serve bit in an almost goofy, overly fancy voice. Just please, let me know if you need anything, okay, Slider? Anything at all. She smiled at me. Her voice sounded genuinely concerned. It was immediately nice to feel someone so worried about me. I wasn't used to the feeling of this, like, super happy anime girl that appears in almost every harem anime. That's like incredibly positive all the time and has very high energy. Our conversation slowly melted into silence. I should probably think of something to say. How's the weather? Interrogate her. What? This seems like an extreme option. I don't know. Let's just make small talk. Can you tell me more about yourself? I have been curious to learn more about the witch. I feel like I've only got short tidbits or vague information thus far. Huh? Me? Honestly, I'm a bit more curious to learn about you. There really isn't much, to be honestly. I'm just a blank slate protagonist. That's meant to, just simply be the vessel of the player. Oh, that's not true, Sugar. I can tell you have a really sweet soul. I see it in the glint in your eyes. There's a spark in there unlike any other I've seen. Despite the fact I was sure she was just saying that to be nice, I couldn't help but smile softly as the girl spoke. You're too kind, truly. She just met me, but she was so nice to me. I didn't understand why. Well, you see, it's just simply her job in customer service, she's just... I was gonna say she's paid to, be nice, but then again, she's her own boss, so I guess, I don't know. Enough about me, let's go back to you. Alright, well let's see. My hobbies are pretty obvious. I love baking and gardening with all my heart. Especially baking anything that has to do with strawberries, huh? Strawberries are your favorite fruit, I'm guessing. What? No, it's oranges. Just kidding. Okay. I let out a small chuckle at her humor. It was cute. She was cute. What else? Although I'm the strawberry witch, I'm still practicing new kinds of magic every day. Like recently, I've been really interested in the magic granting wishes. And necromancy. I mean, what? Huh? Just like the legend. Maybe she is this witch I've heard of after all. That's not all it, though. I'll admit it's a little strange, but I've been working on a magic that can bring things to life in a whole new way. Wait, am I right? About that necromancy thing. Maybe... Yeah, I was gonna say, actually? I was just joking, but... like, reanimating the dead? Oh, it's actually a bit more embarrassing than that. More embarrassing than... raising the dead? Here, this actually reminds me, I have a present for you. A present? Like, you already have this present prepared, for random people that stumble into the forest? Excitement burst through her voice as she spoke, abruptly standing up from her seat. Wait right here. She ran off, leaving me alone to question what was happening. A present for me? But why? Once again, she had just met me, and I didn't understand the reason for her kindness. Strawberry came back with a small pink box wrapped in a light green ribbon. Plopping it down in front of me, she gave me an excited smile. Go on, open it. It's for you. Hesitantly, I opened the gift box to reveal... Is this a plushie? Looks like it has no eyes though, which looks kind of weird, but... No, silly, that's a straw bunny. They're a mix of a bunny and a strawberry. One of my recent creations of life magic. Interesting. Eat it. What? I guess you could eat it. It's a combination of a bunny and a strawberry, I guess, but... I guess would you eat a bunny though? That's kind of weird. Accept the gift? Hi little buddy. I smile warmly and I pet the straw bunny's head with one finger. Wow, wow. They're awfully adorable. Thank you, Strawberry. I'll take good care of them. Strawberry looked happier than ever after seeing me and her straw bunny getting along. You better take good care of them, Slider. I'm trusting you. What? Aw, they like you so much already. The tiny straw bunny curled up nicely within my hand, making themselves comfortable. They're so tiny. I was sort of accidentally crushing them. Crushing or hurting them. I mean, you could. Hey, Slider, this is a little unrelated, but... Hypothetically, if you could wish for anything, what would you wish for? I froze for a moment. My wish, my greatest desire. It's something I can only accomplish on my own. I wouldn't ask that of you. Her delighted expression failed. The disappointment in her eyes were immeasurable. Her day is ruined. I'm sorry, I really should get going. Here, I really appreciate it, but you should probably keep little buddy here. What? The straw bunny clung onto my thumb, but I managed to pry them off and set them down on the table. A sad smile arose on my face. I was gonna miss both of them, but I knew I shouldn't stay. Wait, it's dangerous out in the woods at this time. Why not stay for the night? I have an extra. I cut her off before she could finish speaking. No, really, I need to go. I have something I came here to do. I'm awfully sorry. Now, please don't go. Thank you again for everything, Strawberry. Goodbye. I got out of my seat and made my way to the exit. And suddenly I felt something hard hit me right in the back of my head, knocking me out instantly, of course. Ah! My head. Why is it always a pain in my head? Waking myself up, I noticed I wasn't in the bakery anymore. I was looking right at a bed, in a room covered with strawberry-themed furniture and wallpaper. Despite not being inside of the bakery, this room smelled greatly of freshly baked bread and strawberries. This had to be Strawberry's room, no doubt in my mind. Even more alarming, however, was that the large vines were wrapped tightly around my entire body. Vines with strawberries growing off of them. What the hell was going on here? Why would Strawberry do this to me? God damn it. That's what I get for trusting a stranger. Never trust pink-haired anime girls in the middle of a forest. Was she gonna kill me? Or would she use me for some weird magic stuff I didn't understand? All I knew was I had to escape. I had to get out of here before she came back to get me. I struggled against the vines, only barely managing to pry one of my hands out of its fruit-scented grasp. That's when I heard a familiar sound come from the stairs. Little buddy, I whispered as I waddled closer to where I was tied up. Any chance you could help me out of this? The tiny strawberry bunny looked around from side to side, observing the room. I watched them as they hopped up onto the nightstand and used their tiny hands to push over a basket. The crash of the basket wasn't that loud, thankfully. 2 items caught my attention that were within the reach of my free hand. I only had time to use one, I had to think fast. Okay, a choice. Save again. Strawberry's diary or gardening shears. I mean, what would help me in this situation, realistically? I would think probably the gardening shears, you know? Let's grab that. The gardening shears were the obvious choice for my escape. I grabbed them without hesitation and started cutting each vine until I could worm my way out. Wow. Come on, little buddy. Without thinking, I scooped the straw bunny. It's kind of weird saying that. Straw bunny. That tongue twister. I scooped the straw bunny into my arms and carefully snuck down the spiral staircase. With each step, I feared more of what could happen if I got caught. I still don't know why Strawberry had knocked me out. She could be planning anything. I sure as hell wasn't going to stick around to see what she had planned. Creeping down to the main bakery, a million thoughts of panic rushed through my mind. In the distance, I could hear the soft humming of my captor. It appeared to be coming from the kitchen. I tiptoed through the bakery to the door, my heartbeat increasing in speed. I froze in place upon opening the door, forgetting that these type of stores have bells attached to their doors. The humming in the distance stopped in an instant. Or in an instant? I didn't have time to be careful anymore. I bolted through the doors and into the woods. Run away. Running through the fields of strawberries, I briefly glanced behind me for a moment. The sight I saw was certainly less than pleasant. Okay. Turns out, maybe she was a bit yandere. Those eyes of her, they looked unlike anything I've ever seen. She looked like a true monster. Slider, you can't hide, Slider. She chased after me as I ran through the trees. I tried to lose her within the winding paths of the forest. I clung onto Straw Bunny for dear life. The sweat that emanated from my palms didn't help, however. Awa! Straw Bunny cried out, losing grip of my hands themselves. The poor creature managed to slip out of my hands, rolling far, far behind me into a bush. I stopped for a moment to try and recollect them, but fear coursed through my veins upon hearing footsteps getting closer and closer. How was she so insanely fast? It was terrifying. I was chased by some abilities I didn't even understand. I guess she casted haste on herself or something. I'm so sorry, little buddy. I whispered before running like my life depended on it. My life did depend on it. My legs were so sore from earlier, but I had to push through. I couldn't let her catch me. Not like this. At one point, I had ran so much I was certain I had lost her. I looked behind me once more to be sure. I felt relief for a moment, but that relief was short-lived as I felt my feet stumble over a rock. Okay, that's your first mistake. Looking behind you while you're running. Immediately knocking me unconscious, I slammed my head against the dirt path. Really? Well, that was unlucky. Hello? Hello, are you alright there? Okay, ending 4 out of 5, the loop. I guess we just loop. Like, she just pretends that she doesn't know me. I get amnesia. And then we just do this over and over again. Cool. Alright. There you go. Credits. Alright. That's one ending. But I'd like to get more, though. Let's see. Alright, so, okay. So this is when she was inviting us to her place, I assume. To follow her. And instead of saying, sure, why not? Let's say, I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know. Where I'm from, we don't really have witches. How can I trust you? Strawberry looked a bit dejected for my answer. I almost felt bad, but it was good to be cautious regardless of how sweet someone seems. There's a part of her that was very alluring. Internally, my inner child had hoped she was a witch from the legend. However, I couldn't forget the other superstition of all those who became lost in the forest are destined to die. Could this all be some elaborate trick, I wonder? Oh, I promise I'm not like all the horrible fairy tales. I'm a strawberry witch. My magical specialty is with anything strawberry related. Although, I also use my magic abilities to help my plants and make lovely sweet treats that inspire the world. Or just inspire parts of the forest. I'm really not dangerous, honest. I'm only trying to help, Slider. I suppose she does have a point. She really doesn't seem like a threat, if only a bit odd. I have to admit, a part of me was a tad disappointed. Alright, I think this is the same. Yeah, okay. Alright, so she invites us to her place again. What if we say this? Is that real quick? Real quick? Is it real cake? Is it edible? I asked this out of curiosity alone. Totally not because being out in the forest all by myself made me hungry. No, it's not real. Not real at all. It's a totally normal bakery made of normal bakery materials. So it's real. Please don't eat my house. Okay. Strawberry spoke in a panicked voice and began to fidget with her apron. The house was totally edible. He's a really bad liar. Still, I felt bad, so I decided to give her this at least. Right, totally inedible. Gotcha. Anyways, why don't I show you the inside? The witch quickly guided me inside. Whether that was intents to keep me from eating the house or simply because she felt awkward and wanted to move on from the topic, I'll never know. It was probably a mix of both options. Yeah, and then the same thing here. Okay, now we can skip. Alright. Okay, so now we get an option to drink something. I don't know if this matters, but sure, let's pick strawberry lemonade this time. Here's some strawberry lemonade. Honestly, strawberry lemonade sounds not only sweet but refreshing. I could really use that after such a long walk through the forest. Yes, of course. Come make yourself comfy. Okay. With that, she pranced into the kitchen, humming a soft tune. Looked around, that's the same, alright. Here you go, you must be thirsty. She set down my drink of choice in front of me, and the cool, refreshing taste of the strawberry lemonade immediately regenerated some lost energy I had. Thank you, this is awfully kind of you. Okay, anything at all? Alright. Let's see. What happens if I... Alright, so... What happens if I interrogate her, you know? Like a cop. So, why exactly you live out here all on your own? Oh, one thing led to one another, and then an opportunity came up I couldn't refuse. Truthfully, I don't like being by myself at all. It gets really quiet out here. You could feel the loneliness through her words. Alone. It was pitiful. She didn't exactly answer my question fully, though. I was itching to know more. What opportunity? Why, my bakery, of course. What else would it be? That's another thing I've been curious about. Just why exactly did you choose to build a bakery here? It doesn't seem like it attracts many people, especially all the rumors about the forest. Poor decision if you ask my opinion. My questions came spilling out of my mouth, along with my internal thoughts. Every time I'd hoped to clear up some suspicion, I was brought with more questions. This time I wanted answers. You do know about the legends of these forests, correct? It'd be shocking if you didn't know. What legends? I don't know what you're talking about. Either you're a liar or just incredibly stupid. I didn't believe Strawberry for a second. How could she not know the rumors? Anyone who lives anywhere near these woods hears about them and even passing jokes. It's especially shocking for a self-proclaimed witch to not know the urban legend about the witch who lived deep in the woods. Surely someone must have told her, right? I guess I would be the one that has to. There are many stories surrounding this forest, too many to count. However, there's 2 rumors I think you should know, if you really insist on being ignorant. Strawberry sat there silently as I continued to tell her the urban legends. The first one is about a supposed witch that lives in the depths of these forests. Legend states that she has the power to bring anyone's deepest desires into reality. Witch's eyes lit up for a second at the mention of that story, so it was familiar to her. The second one says that anyone who becomes lost within these woods is destined to die. Well, that's just silly. I've gotten lost in these woods plenty of times, and I'm okay. You also got lost, and here you are still standing. Well, of course. I don't believe in that one. However, a lot of people do. It just seems suspicious that you haven't heard, but chose to build a bakery here. I really haven't heard of that. But the first one... I think that might be about me. Although I'm not exactly good at granting wishes yet, I'm still learning. So it was her after all. I thought you might be. The conversation got awkwardly quiet once more. Say, Slider. I may not be very skilled at it yet, but I can grant small wishes. Your deepest desires within reason could come true. I guess what I'm trying to say is, what's that in your heart most desires? I stood up from my seat almost immediately. I'm sincerely hoping you're not still trying to win me over. I've seen past your charade here. Huh? I don't understand. Please. Your smile is so fake, you can see it from a mile away. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but whatever it is, it's not working on me. No, there must be some sort of misunderstanding. This was ridiculous. I don't know why I even bother wasting my time here. Slider, please, I don't mean any harm. I even asked you to grant you a wish. I don't understand. Why would I ever trust someone as useless as you to grant my wish? You seem to be a pathetic excuse for a witch, and you're the first one I've ever seen. You're just really rude in this, timeline. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if you were lying about being a witch to get something out of someone. You look like the type of person who only uses others for her own benefit. Why do you even try? It's sad at this point, Strawberry. I hate liars and deceivers. Strawberry stood there shocked. No words from the witch to defend herself, That's what I thought. Nothing but a liar. Slider. Excuse me for a moment. I need to check on something. She ran up quickly to the kitchen once more. Running from your problems. She just owned up to it. It's so frustrating. I know what I can probably guess what she's getting from the kitchen. Oh man. I wish I had more saves, Also, again, the UI is transparent, I can't see. Okay, whatever, I'll just save it here. We can follow her or wait? What if we... Well, let's see, what happens if we just wait? She wasn't worth going after. I needed the peace and quiet for a while anyways. Slowly, I sat back down in the strawberry-themed chair. A moment turned to be quite a long time. Approximately 20 minutes had come and gone, and still no sign of Strawberry. Exhausted, I didn't realize how exhausted I truly was until this moment. Who knew that chair that would normally be mildly uncomfortable would be so inviting? I suppose resting my eyes till she comes back wouldn't hurt anyone. The slightest loud noise, I'll bolt out of here. I knew to still be on guard, but I need to rest desperately. Alright, well this is a bad idea. A few squeaks slowly woke me from my sleep. I opened my eyes to a truly peculiar sight. What the? Was I dreaming? A few very small creatures were nudging forward a delectable-looking cake closer to me. They were like small bunnies, but also strawberries? Odd. Maybe that girl wasn't lying about being a strawberry witch at least. I tried to reach out for the creatures, but they timidly took a few steps back once seeing me move even slightly. I retracted my hand and drew my attention to the cake in the center, topped with delicious strawberries and excellent frosting. It was apparent this was one of Strawberry's cakes. Perhaps these creatures took pity on me for having to wait so long for the witch. I don't want their pity. However, the growling sounds my stomach made were catching my attention. Oops, I didn't do that. I must have been asleep for longer than I thought. I was already hungry. Fine. I sighed and took a slice of the cake the little strawberry bunnies had prepared for me. With no hesitation, I took a bite. Chewing the dessert in my mouth, I noticed something felt off. I mean, this is like a bad idea. I just woke up and ate a random cake. The texture, the consistency, this didn't taste like cake at all. What the hell was this? Observing the inside of the cake should have been the first thing I did. God, how could it be so careless? Looking closer at what I was eating shook me to the core. This looked like grinded up meat with frosting on top of it. Meat cake. I had to hold back the violent urge to vomit all over the table. All over the small strawberry creatures, too. I had my fair share of steak, pork, and whatnot. However, this tasted nothing like any of those things. Immediately freaked out, I spit out what was left of the cake onto my plate. The strawberry bunnies looked up at me all at once. I had to get out of here right now. I bolted for the door before another thought could cross my mind. What's this strawberries doing? Did my words really bring her to feed me whatever the hell that was? The taste still lingered on my tongue. Oh, how badly I want to take sandpaper to numb it down to nothingness. I much prefer that to that horrible, horrible taste. I ran throughout the forest once more, just trying to get as far away from that bakery as possible. Thinking about what that could have made me, thinking about what that could have been made me feel sick. Hunched over, I clutched my stomach desperately. Before I knew it, I was throwing up all over the dirt floor. God damn it, I felt so weak. Every inch of my insides felt like they were imploding. Well, at least I made it out of there before she could do something horrible to me. I think it was finally time for me to do what I meant to do in this forest in the first place. Okay, ending 3 out of 5. Cannibal cake. Is she... I don't know. I have no idea what this means. I guess, well, we have to see what the other endings are like. My first thought, to be honest, it's a dark thought, you know, but like, did she cook herself? I wonder, did she bake herself into a cake? That's my first guess, but I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, so going back to the timeline when we were mean to her, let's follow her actually, see what she's up to. What's she doing? As if I'll let her get away that easily. Who knows what she could be plotting, you know? She could be turning herself into a cake or something. I got up from my seat quietly and followed after her into the kitchen, making sure not to draw attention to myself. The witch was running frantically from one drawer to another, investigating each cupboard with a certain sense of desperation. I knelt down behind the counter to avoid getting caught. What was she looking for? No. God, where is it? Where is it? Her voice rang throughout the room, shaken and broken. She sounded like she was crying. Her back was turned to me as she dug through one of the drawers. Suddenly, Strawberry gasped. I took this moment to sneak closer to her while she was turned away from me. She was holding some sort of paper that was ripped out of a notebook. Reading only the first few sentences, I could tell what kind of note this was. What I could see, it began with, "My dear Straw Bunnies, I am so sincerely sorry for you to find me in such a way. I never wanted to come to this, but I just can't handle any more of this torture. Please forgive me. When I die, I want my body to be useful to you all. Please consume my corpse in whatever way you would find most delicious. Perhaps a sweet cake?" Okay. Okay, that kind of like... Okay, that confirms it. I stopped reading after the part. What the hell is wrong with this woman? Have I really pushed her that far she would resort to this? No, clearly she was already unstable if she had that note pre-prepared. She turned around much quicker than I thought she would. It caused both off guard seeing each other. What are you doing here? Shaking a bit, Strawberry held a note behind her back. It was a little too late to hide that. what are you doing? I didn't answer her previous question. Frankly, I was a little shocked at such a turn of events. No, my straw bunny seeing me like this is bad enough. She was mumbling to herself now. Neither of us had answers to each other's questions. Why are you still here? I know why you're really here. I know why everyone really comes in this forest. Just leave already. Get it over with somewhere I can't see. I'm so tired of this. My mum was turned to a loud, incoherent sobs. It was hard to figure out what exactly she meant. Taking a step back, I tried to process what she was saying. The real reason I came to this forest. I try to help you. I try to help everyone. I can't do it anymore. Nothing I do ever works. Nobody ever stays. More tears fell down her face as she backed herself against the drawers. Every time she tried to wipe a tear away, another would replace it seconds later. I had never seen someone shake this much. Until suddenly, the tears stopped. I was frozen in place. She looked off to the side with dead expression. Hey, you said it yourself, Slider. I'm a pathetic excuse for a witch. Strawberry laughed, an unsettling smile creeping up on her face. I can at least fulfill my purpose one more time. I know what your heart truly desires, Slider. I didn't understand what she was saying until I realized that she grabbed a knife on top of the drawers. My heartbeat was skyrocketing. I quickly turned to run out of the kitchen. You're going to be delicious. Okay. Strawberry called out, quickly plunging a knife into my back before I could make my escape. Backstabbed! It does critical damage. I could feel the blood pooling out of me as I screamed in pain. What hurt even more was the second and third stab she made immediately afterwards. She didn't stop stabbing. I fell to the floor, feeling myself giving in to all of the pain. I slowly lost consciousness. What a glorious cake. Shame more people won't be able to enjoy it, huh? Don't worry, Slider. I'll join you soon. Okay, I'll also turn into a cake. Everybody turns into cake. Ending 2 out of 5 breakdown. Alright, there you go. That's what happens when you're mean to the Strawberry Witch. She turns you into a cake, and then she turns herself into a cake. Good. Amazing. Alright, okay, so we're back over here. So I got a few endings. But if I'm gonna be like very, I'm gonna be very sus, or rather, the other way around. Anyway, so she was talking about her house again. I'm gonna say it's very strange. This was just plain freaky. It seemed deceptively cutesy, and something about this whole situation just wasn't sitting right in my stomach. Maybe this was all a bad dream? It would explain the fantastical setting. No. The pain in my legs and head solidified the fact that this wasn't a dream. Just what was really going on here? It's very strange. I said out loud, mostly in response to the situation. This made Strawberry frown. Obviously, she was hoping for a more pleased answer. I don't feel bad. Even if she didn't work hard on all this, the Strawberry Witch gimmick was starting to freak me out. Doubts in my mind began surfacing about the trustworthiness of this girl. That's okay. Everyone has different tastes, I suppose. She tried to answer politely, but I could tell from her shaky voice my words hurt her. Here, regardless, you should rest inside. Okay. The witch got me inside. Bunch of sugar smells inside. Okay, skip. Alright, now she's asking me if I want anything. I don't want anything. I'm good. I don't think I want anything, thanks. I spoke with a cold expression that caused Strawberry's smile to fall. Huh? But wasn't that the reason we came here in the first place? To get you something to drink? A mysterious self-proclaimed witch invites me to her house and offers me a drink, hoping for nothing in return. She may appear nice, but this was too suspicious. What if she put something in the drink? Whatever demise might befall me here was definitely not the way I want to go out. My silence was telling of her. I could see her tense up slightly more with each passing second. It's okay, Slider. You must not be thirsty. Why not take a seat and rest for a while? I need to check on something real quick. She said this before quickly scurrying into the door in the corner of the room, which I can only assume led to the kitchen. I took a moment to observe everything. Alright. Are you sure you don't want anything, Slider? Anything at all? The potential of her poisoning, drugging, or doing worse to the drink greatly outweighed my thirst. Better safe than sorry. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, just let me know if you change your mind, alright? I'm always here if you need anything. I truly do mean anything at all. She smiled at me, her voice sounded gently concerned. It's strange that, that she was worried about me. I wasn't used to the feeling. I wasn't sure if I trusted it. Yeah. Okay, that's it, I guess? Alright, I guess that's it. I guess if I interrogate her again, I think it'll just lead to the same endings. So what if I say this? Come up for yourself. Alright. Okay, so this is the part where she gave us the straw bunny gift. We can accept the gift, or we can eat it. I mean, that's horrific, I feel like, but sure, why not? What an odd choice for a snack. Making a strawberry look like a bunny was certainly creative, I'll give her that. The texture seemed much harder than the regular strawberry, though, so perhaps it would be easier to eat in small pieces. Oh yes. Good. Cool. Tearing apart the straw bunny, I noticed Strawberry's smile fall. I hear Risa, by the way. Do you see organs in there? I could have sworn I heard some sort of high-pitched squeak, but perhaps it was just my imagination. I was quite hungry after all. The witch had an expression that I now register as complete discomfort and disgust after putting a small piece of strawberry in my mouth. What's wrong, strawberry? What are you... The taste, it was exquisite. Sweeter than absolutely anything I've ever had before. Wow, Strawberry, this is amazing. I spoke my praise, albeit my mouth slightly full. This is like bunny creatures, delicious. Strawberry wasn't looking too well. I'll be right back. She quickly rushed off to the kitchen. I felt like I did something to cause her discomfort. I should follow her after her just in case. I didn't do anything wrong. It's just a bunny. No, where is it? Looking for something. Hey, this looks the same as the other ending, actually. She even opened the massively sized oven looking inside of it. And we're just being more of a crazy person than her now. God, dummy, why would it be in the oven? I approached her closer as she continued her search. Strawberry, what's wrong? Stay back, please! Tears were streaming down her face. She looked like as if she had witnessed a murder. I'm not sure what I did, but I'm sorry. How could you do that to a living, breathing creature? I trusted you. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Strawberries are meant to be eaten. The witch's expression suddenly became more blank. More shocked feels more appropriate here. It was just a snack, right? Honestly, they were delicious. You should consider selling those in your bakery. I never had anything more delectable in my life. I was caught off guard mid-sentence when Strawberry grabbed the sides of my arms. She was strong. Much stronger than she looked. The grip was hurting me. She has six-pack abs actually hiding in her dress. Strawberry? Before I knew it, she began pushing me, backing me into a corner. With one giant push, she threw me into the oven. Her oven? The fire scorched my skin immediately, putting my body into a complete shock. I could smell my flesh burning off of me. Soon I would be nothing but a burnt corpse. I struggled to get out of the oven, get out of the fire. Everything was so hot, so unbearably hot. I screamed in excruciating pain as the fire consumed me more and more. Slowly, Strawberry closed the oven. Alright. Ending 105, Wicked Witch! I mean, maybe, I don't know, in her eyes it was kind of like self-defense, we were trying to really murder the bunny. Acting very nonchalant about it, but... there you go. That's the one where we're burnt alive. Good. I guess she's just happy that, she got rid of the straw bunny murderer. So, we're back over here where, basically played along with Strawberry. This time, in this timeline, we were not very suspicious of her at all. And when we tried to leave, she knocked us out, and we're back, we're in a room, and tied up with some vines. What we did the first time was obviously get the shears, cut off the vines and leave. But what happens if we just took a look at our diary real quick? Why? I guess why not? Even though we're trapped here. in this like dangerous situation, we'll just take a sneak peek of her diary real quick. Sure, why not? I grabbed the diary without thinking. Something in my gut told me that there would be some sort of information, some sort of answer, something at all that would help me make sense of all this. With my single hand, I began flipping through the pages. Alright, time to read her tragic backstory. This is tragic backstory music. Anyway, Strawberry's Diary, Day 1. I finally did it. I proved myself enough of my magic to be sent on a special mission. They told me that I'm finally ready to fulfill my purpose. I'm finally ready to make a good impact on the world. I'm bringing this diary with me to fill out all of my fun adventures. Apparently, I'm being sent to some sort of pocket dimension. They said it would just be me for a while, but I know how to garden and bake, so at least food won't be an issue. I asked them what the purpose of the pocket dimension was, and they said that people with great desires often find themselves lost in forests like these. They get sent here, my job is to help them fulfill their true desires. I'm not sure how good I'll be at fulfilling desires. I'm just a strawberry witch after all. But I won't let anyone down. I want to fulfill my purpose no matter what. I'll bring a few books about wish granting to study up on. I could really use any help I can get. I'm sure I'll find some way to help others, right? Day 5. I absolutely love my little bakery. So far no one has come yet, but I search every edge of this pocket world just in case pretty often. I'll admit, I'm getting a little anxious out here all by myself. I really hope that these people desire sweet treats. They never did tell me what's supposed to happen after I help the people. I guess they'll just wander back in the forest and find their way out? I don't know. I'm sure I'll up this more if I find an answer. Day 16. Someone finally came. A girl. A kind and pretty girl. She and I talked in my bakery for a while, and I gave her absolutely every treat her heart desired. It was so lovely talking to another person after such a long time. I'm really gonna miss her. She went back to the woods just now. I offered to let her stay longer, but she said she couldn't. She looked exasperated and despondent. There was a complicated look in her eyes I didn't quite understand. I hope I'd helped her. I did everything correctly, right? Day 17. Oh my god. Oh god. The girl, Why? I found her by the lake. Oh god. She drowned. She's not alive anymore. Here one moment turned to absolutely nothing but an empty shell the next. What do I do? They didn't prepare me for this. Day 20. I'm starting to feel a little bit better after all this. I'm sure this was all an accident, right? I did everything I could. I just need to look forward. Tomorrow's another day. I'm gonna help many people. I still hear the girl's voice sometimes. I only talked to her once, but I miss her dearly. What happens if I can't help anyone? It's my job, my true purpose. I'm supposed to help these people fulfill their desires. I just have to keep trying. Day 42. Why does this keep happening? I'm really starting to freak out here. 3 new people have come and gone. None of them stayed for long. All of them, I found all of them. All of their bodies decaying in different places in different ways. One of them stabbed himself so many times it felt impossible to count. The stench of blood sank so much into the dirt. I can still smell it sometimes, walking past that area. Besides the girl in the lake, I met another girl, equally kind, but I found her body covered in so many cuts and scars. She bled out far before I had a chance to get to her. The other hung themselves. I still remember seeing their silhouettes through the trees. It was a horrifying sight. Even more disturbing was how their bodies swung side to side with each gentle breeze. There's no one else out there. This wasn't just any mistake. This was on purpose. I'm gonna throw up. Day 89. Haven't been able to help anyone, not a single person. It all ends the same way. No matter what I do or what I give them, the people always leave. They always. This pocket dimension, they sent me to a suicide forest. Everyone's greatest desire is to die. I found the most recent customer's suicide note to prove it, saying exactly how they all wanted in this world was to die. I've worked on hard trying to practice magic outside my expertise. I haven't had luck yet, but I'm getting desperate. Something, anything to make them stay. Anything to keep them alive and out of the forest. Day 136. Is it all my fault? I keep trying harder and harder to make staying more appealing to them, to make being alive more attractive, even for just one more day. Nothing works. Am I destined to be a failure of a witch? I keep studying up more and more in wish granting. However, it's so difficult to get a clear grasp on. And this is nothing like growing strawberries. It's so lonely out here in the forest. I started making small creatures just to have someone to talk to who I won't find dead the following day. It's funny, the one time we just murdered one of those bunnies, but anyway. I tried just making bunnies, but my magic, it's still... I just have to keep trying. I'm so tired. I've lost track of all of the days. It's been so long since I even last rode in here. For a while, I couldn't bear to even leave my bakery. I was terrified of something horrible happening, scared of seeing something terrible. I feel terrified every day waking up and seeing someone new, someone I care about gone from this world. It is true that every person that steps foot into this bakery I care about. I keep thinking that maybe if I just try harder, if I'm nicer, if I give them anything they want, possibly things will be different. Maybe they'll stay. Maybe I'm just being selfish here. Do I want them to stay because I want them to stay alive? Or do I want them to stay because of lonely desperation? I haven't been able to save a single person. I don't even think I'm good of a person anymore myself. If I was a good person, things would be different. I would be able to prevent this all. But I can't. I can't do anything right. It all feels so out of my control. My mental state is worsening by the day. I don't know how much longer I can take this. I'm getting desperate. Okay. Makes me wonder, yeah, because I was wondering, the reason why she chased us. Because one of the endings where we, escaped with the gardening shears and running away from her, and it looked like she had a knife. Maybe it was a misunderstanding, Maybe she was just, cooking something in the kitchen and she was just happening to be holding the knife or something. I don't know. Anyway, the page after that was ripped out. I closed the book. I'd read enough. So that's why I'm in this predicament. Some relief overcame me as I realized she wasn't out for blood. It seemed like the exact opposite. She was trying to prevent another death, even if her methods of doing so were flawed. My deepest desire, my reason of coming here. She was right. Despite what I may have said in the past, I got lost in the forest on purpose. I have full intentions of ending my life, but the moment I step into this pocket dimension, quote-unquote. I've always clung to these superstitions subconsciously. They always brought me back to childhood, back to a time when things were easier. And everything was a mess. Everything felt so helpless, so out of my control. Strawberry's words in her diary, they resonated with me deeply. I can't put her through this again. No matter what I feel about my worthless life, she doesn't deserve to see another corpse. I gently put the book down the second I heard humming coming from up the spiral staircase. Strawberry. What? Oh, you're awake. Strawberry, you're here too. Golly, I'm awfully sorry about all this. I just kind of panicked and then just knocked you out with the giant baseball bat. Don't worry about it. And also just tied you up too. Well, I didn't want you to get hurt out there, so I didn't really think this through. Sorry, Strawberry, I'm suing you. This was assault and battery. No, Strawberry, it's okay. Do you think you undo these vines? Well, I would really love to do that for you, Slider, but I can't risk you leaving out into the forest. Please understand, it's not safe out there. I have no intentions of going to the forest. Strawberry looked a bit taken aback by my response. Huh? But I thought you... Forgive me, but I read your diary while you were gone. Eh? Yeah, you've been truly kind to me, Strawberry. You do nothing but show your kindness to others, but the world has only shut you out. Wouldn't it be like a funny twist if the diary was also, it's a trap? Actually, she is super evil, and the diary was all made up. No, that would be definitely was it M. Night Shyamalan twist? But anyway. I know how that feels. Strawberry looked down at the floor as I spoke. You've forgotten how to be kind to yourself, though. Other people's lives aren't your responsibility. I hate those assholes who put you here knowing this would happen to you. Whoever they are, I don't know, the strawberry gods? Why are you saying this to me? I should be saying this to you. You came to this forest for a reason, but you've done nothing but be kind to me and StrawBunny. You're even trying to comfort me now. I did horrible things to you. Especially in the other timelines, but don't worry about that. She started to tear up. You're so much more kind than you ever know. You don't deserve this. You don't deserve any of this. I may not know much about you, but whatever happened in your life to bring you to this place, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for making you stay. Strawberry lifted her hand, and as she did, the vines retracted and let me loose from her grip. I stood up and pulled Strawberry into a tight hug. and then I suplexed her. Now, who knows the last time either of us had one, but we both needed one. I felt her shakingly hug me back, crying into my shoulder. I'm not going anywhere, I think. I think I'd like to stay for a while, if that's okay. No, I shouldn't force you to. You're not forcing me to, I want to. It's understandable though if you'd rather not. No. I mean, no. I really would love to have you stay for as long as you desire, if that is what you desire. I smiled and pulled away from the hug, Strawberry slowly calming down, wiping the tears away from her face. What I desire. I think what I desire now is the company of someone like Strawberry, someone who understands. Maybe bit by bit things will get better for the both of us. At least for now, we wouldn't have to be alone. Yeah, Slider, you're gonna eat all of our decorations. Alright, now we eat strawberries forever for the rest of our lives. Isn't that... Would we get tired of just eating everything strawberry made? Doesn't she get tired of eating strawberries for all eternity? I don't know, man. Anyway. It's been quite a while since I moved into Strawberry and the Straw Bunnies. I can't exactly remember how long though. Since doing so, I've noticed her mood greatly improving. She's taught me how to bake and garden. For me, I taught her about folklore and superstitions of different cultures. I even watched her magic blossom and improve. She can grant small wishes with ease now. We've seen people come and go throughout the bakery. Some of them didn't have the happiest vendings, and therefore we cooked them up into a nice human cake. But we'll keep trying. Strawberry at least doesn't have to carry the burden alone, and she's doing a better job of not taking responsibility for it either. She has hope that one day things will be different. I'll admit her optimism has really rubbed off on me. Hello, After Slider, you dozing off again, Sorry, well, hey, if you're that worried about me eating too many strawberries, then you should stop growing such tasty ones. She laughed her sweet, melodical laugh. I'm glad you like them. Just make sure we have enough to decorate all of these cakes, okay? Alright, I suppose so. Life wasn't going to get any easier. I still think about why I originally came here from time to time, but slowly I think things will be okay. Things will be okay for the both of us. Especially because we don't have to like pay any rent, you know, and the food is like, well, I was gonna say free, but you know, you still have to grow it, I guess. So it's not completely free. And also she has magic. It's actually pretty convenient, actually. Yeah, you don't have to like pay off any student loans. The problem is no internet though. Can she grant the power of internet? That'd be great. I don't know, I feel like it'd just be really kind of boring if all we do all day is just eat strawberry stuff forever, you know? Our peoples. You know, I was surprised it wasn't strawberry peoples, you know? But I guess in a way, you know, I guess you cut strawberries into like a heart. Anyway. Alright, there you go. So that's the good ending. That's the super cheesy ending where you get with the waifu, you know? It was kind of like a fake out. You thought she was like super evil and stuff, and then she was like a yandere, but no. Turns out she was just trying to prevent people from killing themselves, you know, a whole bunch. And that's why she was a little mentally unstable. So there you go. That's the twist. That, you know, it was interesting. It was enjoyable. I like getting all the endings as well. But yeah. Berrywitched. What else to say? I mean, I like the art. It's very cute. You know, I like any kind of game that's kind of like, you know, cutesy, but then, you know, there's kind of like a dark side to it, you know. I don't know, for whatever reason, that always gets brownie points, you know, when there's any kind of story like that. Why can't you just tell us? Well, you know, then there wouldn't be a game, right? You know, like any kind of story, any kind of like video game, you know, with conflict and all that. If everybody just communicated to each other like normal people, then there wouldn't be a game, would there? But anyway. Oh, Strawberry Prince, huh? Alright, is there anything else I want to say? I forgot. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, this one, you know, basically, the game was enjoyable. You know, short and sweet, a little creepy, which I like, but, it was interesting. You know, it was cute, you know, I like it. Cute and, like, creepy. I like that. I like that kind of aesthetic. Anyway. Oh yeah, the UI has some issues, you know, because this was originally like a browser game. Maybe it's glitched out because I'm playing on the itch.io client, maybe? I'm not sure. But I guess, yeah, that's my only complaint is like the save and loading, you know. For some reason, the UI was transparent. I don't know. I don't know if it's just my thing in particular, you know, for some reason. Maybe I'm not playing on the browser, maybe that's why. I don't know. Yeah. And maybe small things like, you know, I wish I could make more saves, but, you know, that's just me. Because I like to explore 100%, you know, of most visual novels I play with multiple endings. But I like it, you know, a very good game, I would say. Very good, short and sweet game. There you go. That was it for Berrywitched. So if you didn't know, if you're on YouTube, I stream these games live on Twitch, so check me out over there if you're interested. I also have games on the YouTube channel, so you can look at those if you want. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.